What up, fam? This is your boy Chris from Food for Your Thoughts. I just want to share with you. Initially, I just want to add some insight, for my family and anybody that's going, through some things along their spiritual journey and their spiritual experience. And I just want to share some things that I'm going through, which is initially was strange. I was confused. I always known all along that I was special, but I never knew to what magnitude. But I just want to take a couple minutes, if that, just to share, some things that been going on in my life since my spiritual awakening. I mean, first and foremost, the thing that pretty much triggered it for me. I was always so-called woke throughout my entire life, but really kind of snapped me out of the matrix was when my brother passed away unexpectedly, head-on collision in Florida. And that pretty much kind of like took the wind out of me, man. And from that point, I knew something. I mean, it wasn't right. It didn't make sense, and it just seemed like stuff was like really fake. And from that moment, I just like, hey, I lost my faith in God, the universe. I questioned. I just started asking questions. I said, give me an answer, give me an answer. And lo and behold, I mean, maybe after a day, after I really sat back and kind of just meditated and took some time to myself, I mean, I got all the answers I ever wanted, and it kind of like rung my bell. I'm serious. You hear people talking about downloads and divine messages and stuff like that. Whatever you believe in, that's what I experienced. I had a massive awakening. My ego pretty much deteriorated from that moment, and ever since that day, back in November, 2017, I knew um, everything that we see is not what it really is. But just to give you a couple signs, what to expect when you go through this massive shift in this spiritual awakening. For me, the first thing I saw was I started seeing like tons of synchronicities, 1111, 222, 333, 444, so forth and so on. And, no matter what I would look at, it just seemed like the numbers, I mean, it sounds strange, but it seemed like the numbers would change on me. Even like watching, you know, at a friend's house, I'll be peeping at a basketball game. You have to like the shot clock or something, and it seemed like it'll be locked on 2-2 or 1-1 or 3-3 or whatever, and it just didn't make sense to me. I mean, so first and foremost, I saw a lot of synchronicities with the numbers and symbols, and then like my diet completely changed. I mean, it just like I lost the appetite for pork, beef. I mean, I was a big time griller. I mean, and everything, and I just lost the taste for meat. Um, and it seemed like it was just keeping me down, lowering my vibration and my energy level. And I mean, I mean, once you wake up, I mean, if you want to call your third eye opening, I mean, you're gonna have a massive shift in your diet. You're gonna look for more like fruits and vegetables. You're gonna take up intermittent fasting, But for me, I mean, shoot, I lost like 45 pounds in about a month and a half, man. People thought I was sick, I was depressed, but I was actually waking up, man. And and it shocked a lot of people. I told them, I was a big time beer drinker. Shit, I let that go, and changed my life, man. I mean, I still, partake, of a little nectar from time to time, but it's more or less wine. Then another thing, like I got, it seemed like all animals, they just started attracting to me. Birds out of nowhere just pop in front of my face, hummingbirds, any kind of bird, red bird, bluebirds, you name it. They would just come in front of my face or fly next to me, butterflies, I mean, you name it, different colors. Um, And, you know, some other things, you know, I started really getting in tune with, you know, you want to call it your holy guardian angel if you're from a, you know, Christian background, or your spirit guide, or your angel guide, or your ancestors, whatever you want to call it. You know, you're going to get more in tune um, with them, or with that energy, and it's going to help guide you along the way. And I was able to tune my ears. You know, I see, you know, stuff that normal people don't see. I hear things that, you know, people don't hear. I mean, it's, you know, initially it was a little scary, but, you know, I embraced it. And now, I mean, shoot, it's, I'm like more in tune than ever, man. And and if I would have known this my entire life, that I had, you know, beings, if you want to call them that, or ancestors, just, you know, here to help you your whole entire time. Who's to say what my life will be like? But when I reflect back, I mean, they've been helping me the entire time. I just didn't know it, man. But I don't want to ramble on, but I did want to share this, my spiritual awakening experience with people. I don't know, you know, I'm sure there's tons of people out there that's going through similar things, and they feel like they can't talk to anybody. That's pretty much me. I mean, but once you do reach this point in your life and embrace your spirituality, it can be a lonely journey. But, you know, just like one of my mentors that I listen to quite often, Ralph Smart, said, you know, you're never alone. You know, the universe or God will always send someone for you. And, you know, and even in your darkest moment, that's when you build a stronger connection with yourself, your higher self, and with Source or God. And, you know, you can manifest, you know, whatever you want, man, believe it or not. And, you know, in another video, I'll go over like some things that I manifested when I really look back, and I'm like, wow, you know. But it took a lot for me to, you know, put this out here for you guys. I've been meaning to share this for quite some time, but you know, if you've been going through some strange things, and, you know, your beliefs are changing, you know, from religion to food to relationships, because you're going to lose some people in your life that's not meant to be there. I mean, drop a comment down below. You know, I'm sure there's other people out there just like us, you know, the chosen ones or the chosen few, you know, who need a little help along the way. So I'll be making more motivational videos, you know, personal growth, and also just, you know, sharing my overall experience, you know, as strange as it may be. You know, it's time for me to, you know, start sharing some messages with you guys. I do appreciate you guys listening to me today. Go ahead and post a comment down below, please, and subscribe, and share, you know, with people. And until next time, this is Chris T from Food for Your Thoughts. Peace.